autodidactics, the self-educated on what's actually out there.
We're just trying to rediscover, research, remember. With what's gone on in the last few years, it's like, can we really trust the information we've been given about anything? You know, if they're not going to tell us what's good for us, for our mental and physical well-being, then why would they tell us the truth about where we came from? You know, because that's the biggest thing, is people don't want to believe they've been lied to. You know, obviously no one wants to be lied to. And then the next bit after that is, they would never do that to us. You know, the government loves us, but does it really? Because we trust the science. Like literally, they put on a front for us on their Tell Live Vision, where they have their cast and they do a broadcast from Hollywood with their little holly wands. But it's just a front, right? Just like they'd put on the buildings. It's just a front.
We used their foundations and then covered it with a facade. Catastrophism used to be taught in higher education as the geology. It wasn't the crustal displacement theory, it was catastrophism, and that there was many resets. So we're just starting to put the pictures back together and the maps and trying to add everything up because so much has been deleted.
Tartaria. Where did it come from? What's the real story?
It seems like, and there's a lot of, debate about the word Tartaria, and of course, we use it because, it's a topic, that's the word people know, but it's the old world. But the more we look into this, Tartaria, basically in the old encyclopedia it says it was basically the whole northern hemisphere at one point. So it seems that it was not a country as we think of them, but more of a civilization, I guess, where there was independent countries, but they were all sharing the same information and technology and working together. Yeah, and then basically over time, during catastrophes, it got broken apart, and those people who like to take advantage, shall we say, sort of jumped in and stole it all.
It's the same civilization, that same Slavic civilization and technology and whatnot, or group that later was Tartaria and then, I guess, broke apart. It would have been right before the World Wars, right? That would have been the last remnants being wiped out.
The censorship that we see now, that's a book burning. That's just the book burning, but done on the internet.
Burn it.
Time. And the calendars and the dates. We know they're always flipping calendars around, right? From Julian to Gregorian. We talked about the Slavic calendar being, in the year 7000. We know that Judaism in the year 5000 somewhere. All these different dates, and we're told we're in the year 2022. But are we? And what does that even mean? Right? How can we be in the year 2022 if someone else is in the year 5000 and something, and someone else is in the year 7000, right?
Right, the grand cycle, and why so many ancient civilizations paid so much attention to it, and measuring the megalithic structures that have lasted throughout all of time. That's the grand celestial calendar to this day. And it's why they're trying to have this great reset yet again right now, because everybody's waking up, so they want to try to erase it all over again.
Don't ever try this at home.
All right, hello. I'm here all alone because Bernie has not joined me. I have sent him emails and he said he would be here, but he is not. So, Bernie, if you're out there watching this, I sent you the link. All right, so I guess I'll just start this myself and we'll see how it goes and what happens. Hello, who have we got here? Scott Dubois. How do I... Scott, how you going? Calistoga, g'day. Redcap Godblin. Oh, peeing in the Matrix. First live video. Nice. Welcome. Shelley Beach, Truth Seeker, Jacob Law, Jabba J, One Mountain Cat. Three Fingers, how you going? Machiavelli 23, Sean, hello, New Normal. Chris, so can everyone hear me okay? Is everything good? I was just checking out Google Earth, getting ready, and I think Bernie had some stuff ready, but he's not here. So we'll see how we go. So I just thought I'd come on and have a chat. So hello, Truthfinder 55 from Maine. Rennie Zabu, hello. Who else we got here? John Chesworth, not here for long. Oh, that's no good. Matt Ket can't reset without God, but with God, we can do anything. That's true. I mean, without the creator, it's hard to create, right? Make ice, not coal. Oh, cold plasma, cold fusion, hey? Hello, Kelly from Montana, if I can speak. Oh, thank you, Scott. Hello, Confusing Plane, Preset Narrative. All right, 100 of you here. So, like I said, I've got nothing at all organized. So has anyone got any questions? Anyone want to have a bit of a chat? And we'll give Bern a bit more time. And if he turns up, that's good. If not, we'll think of something to show you all. I've got, I do have Google Earth up with it, and I've just sort of found a few interesting things. So we can try that. I just always get a bit worried about the internets when we do that, but we can try that as well. Hello, Louise Hayward. How you going? Billy Shears. Terrence, hello. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, I can put these on screen, can't I? Okay, now, how do I... okay. Is that an L at the front or an I? I call it. I call it. I call it. I call you it. I call you it. Is that what it is? Thank you anyway very much. I can't say your name, though. Oh, Billy Shears. All right, guys, look at this. We are joined by the one and only Paul McCartney. Welcome. Love your music. Truthfinder 55 from Canada. Oh, sorry. Last name is Maine, as in the state, but you're a Canadian. What's that all about? We are waiting for a fellow Canadian. So maybe just do a bit of a call out the window and tell Bernie it's time to join us, Truthfinder. The weather's actually really nice today. It's spring here in 2 days. It's been horrible, cold, like really cold and wet, but today is actually nice. Second nice day we've had in like 3 weeks. Stephen, hello from Louisiana, or is that Louisiana? How do you say it? Louisiana. Love the new video on airships. Thank you very much. Oh, Oregon, Donovan Knapp, how you going? Yes, you got a shout out, Scott. There you got another one. Turning clean energy, electricity into coal and plastic instead of making ice. Oh. Turning clean energy into coal and plastic. I mean, yes. How do we make coal from clean energy? Turning clean energy into coal. Is that like reverse osmosis? The vapor barrier, the vapor canopy has gone at the moment. One moment. Thank you very much. Pissing in the matrix, Harry. Thank you very much. The vapor canopy, yeah. I put up a video. We did the chat with Archaics last week, and I did put up a cut Australia and the vapor canopy. So the vapor canopy, as far as we can work out, it's the flood world, like the what do they call it? The Adamite world, antediluvian, where basically there was a vapor canopy. There was a lot more CO2, a lot more moisture. The sun was hidden, so we were getting different rays, and everything grew bigger. And they tell us this. They tell us everything was bigger in the past. They just don't talk about the vapor canopy. They tell us it was a different environment. They kind of say, oh, there was volcanoes going off everywhere, and so there was different, more CO2, different stuff in the atmosphere, but they just don't mean the vapor canopy. So they do tell us all this stuff. So I think that, to me, that makes a lot of sense. All right, Campbell should get a hair flick. Yeah, man, my fabulous Fabio locks. Anyone want to sponsor me? Hailing from the home of Abraham Lincoln's dead body. Okay, abides the dude. Nice, welcome. Oh, Germany. Hello, Susie. Oh, Germany, Geelong. I was going to say when I read your name, I didn't think you were German. Hello from Geelong in Victoria. Please say Louisiana. Is that Louisiana? See, this is my amazing American accent, Southern accent. Y'all. See, I'm good. I'm an Argy, but I'm in the Upper Galilee, Israel. Oh my gosh. What's an Argy? And you're living in Israel. Wow, that must be interesting. And dude, get some first. Lots of cool stuff around that part of the world. Oh, thank you very much, Donovan. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Oh, and there you go. I appreciate you too. And yes, I appreciate everyone here. Thank you all for joining me. 136 of you. Good day from rain. Yeah, it's raining in today. Oh gosh, Melbourne almost killed me. It is the coldest. It's too cold. You should not live in places that cold. A week's way too long for me. When I go back, it's going to be summer. Thank you very much. Yes. Archaics. And Archaics is interesting. I know there's lots of, obviously he's come on the scene and he's blown up pretty big, pretty quickly. And there's lots of questioning. And, I don't know. I don't know about anyone, right? We've all got to take everyone on their face value, whoever it be. But he just does give a different perspective and different sort of verifications that we can normally get. So I think it's good information. And the thing about Jason is he gives all his references. So yes, it's all from books, but I mean he does focus on the old books, the the non-reprints or the older ones that he can get, and that you can get them all. You can get all his lists, all his bibliographies, all that kind of stuff. So I think I think he's a great resource. So it's me reading all those books. I could just ask him what to go and read, where it is. Oh, I didn't even read that. What was it? Oh gosh. Oh, there it is there. New Englander from Randolph, Massachusetts. Hello. Randolph, is that a place in Massachusetts? All right, everyone here is friends. But we do need more meetups. I do have a Telegram channel. I've started a new one because the old one I started, I realized it's not a chat group. So I did start a new one, and I've got to put the link below. But if you just search Autodidactic, you should find it. But yeah, go in there, guys. Talk to each other and find people in your own areas close to you and have meetups. Go and have coffee. Just getting around people and being able to talk without, censoring yourself is it's really good. It's something we all need to do. It's about plugging in. Leslie's about the ice. It's about plugging in a giant refrigerator. What's about plugging? What's all this about the ice and refrigeration? Are we talking Antarctica? Are they big machines? The sun is different. Yeah, the sun is white, and it used to be yellow, right? Orange, like this color, and the days used to last long, right? Especially summer days. There's so many songs and poems and books saying the days used to last forever, and now they don't. Anyone ever wonder what the natural true function of gemstone really is? I can't see that a perfect creator would let them just be byproducts, especially as they were only revered for their beauty. Yeah, no, well, all crystals hold information and energy. I had an interesting conversation with Mike from Stellium 7, who's into titans, and is there lots of titanic fossils around, plants and animals, right? Trees. And that may be where all these gemstones come from. gross as it may sound, but that would also mean that they'd be, infused with energies, right, of the being they came from. But you can definitely, they're not just for show, that's for sure. I mean, that's why when in crowns, they always got one on the crown chakra. They're always wearing them on their head around, necklace, so it hangs on your heart, on the heart chakra. So yeah, they knew. They just tell us, I know it's just to look good, but it's not. They know. Am I related to Russell Crowe? Yeah, man. He's my cousin. Russell's from New Zealand. Actually, my dad's name's Russell, and he's from New Zealand as well. So kind of. Make a big okay. To make a big skating rink, like where we live in. Is that what we're talking about? Hello, Truth Seeker in Oz. G'day to you. Oh my god. Sorry, guys. I just lots and lots of comments. Just recently purchased a book from 1847. They'd give to the orphans to educate them. Oh, interesting. You should make a video and read that. That would be interesting. Chilling. Is that Melbourne? Chile. Coal exports, electric rail. Coal exporter, electric. I'm trying to get what you're on about, Leslie. I'm trying. Hit that like button. Thank you. Yes, everyone. Go and hit that like button. Help me with the YouTube algorithm. I have been uploading a few. I'm going to start uploading cuts as well, because lots of people complain that a lot of most of my content is now long form. It's all a couple of hours, so I am starting to cut things out, 20-minute sort of cuts and less, to make it easier for people who don't have much time. Tar sands, digging in the dirt. Isn't that a song? Where did they arrive from? Oh, where did who arrive from? The orphans? We don't know. Labs, genetically made out of lands. We really don't know, but they were re-educated, that's for sure. Athabasca, Mackenzie. Okay. Is this someone who is that a channel? Somebody's I hope they're not on ice, or into ice. Anwar Anon. Book I got from 1824. That's even better. That's even older. Stone's not good. Chakra not good. God good. There you go. I mean, and that's that. Well, I mean, the thing about all these, stones and gems and all this, they only hold what you put into them. That you only get back what you put out. So they just amplifiers, really. I mean, you can use them in computers and stuff, but as far as holding them and stuff, they're just amplifiers. I live in Canada. I noticed a lot of migrating animals are not coming back on time. The Inuit Eskimo people are telling us the sun is not rising in the same location it used to be. Yeah, well, we're going through a reset. Hello, Gummy Bear. Is sitting down with yourself still self-learning? Of course, as long as you're thinking and wondering and pondering and being in awe, get some awe, and then you're awesome, right? What was I saying? The animal. Look, when everything's changing, we seem to be at the end of a bigger cycle. They talk about the sort of the precession of the equinox, right? The great year, the 12 sections of the great year, and maybe we've done all 12, and we're at the end of that big cycle, because lots of things are changing. I mean, we don't know what changes every 2,000 years. It's just maybe part of it, right? But definitely, yeah, there's lots going on. Yeah, man. I mean, all we can do is be creators, right? Use our God-given abilities to create what we want, rather than to go along with the story we've been given. I think the same comet that caused younger dryas is what caused mud flood. I don't believe in comets. There are no comets that we've found. We've got these holes all over the ground, all these craters from comets and asteroids and that, but they've never got an asteroid in them. Of course, comets don't hit the Earth. Sorry, asteroids do. And the thing about comets is, like Halley's Comet, right? it returns every, is it 76 years? Is that right? Well, it returns on a regular basis. Now, if we're spinning through space going forward at 66,000 miles a minute or whatever it is, there's no way that we could encounter the same comet twice, not in a lifetime. That's an impossibility. So who knows, right? Who knows? William Lyon Mackenzie, Alexander. We're being sprayed. We're being played and sprayed. I mean, but it's the same thing. If we focus, it's like smoking, right? You meet some people and they smoke, and by the time they're 40 or 50, they're half dead with lung cancer. And other people smoking when they're 100, they're puffing away in forehead. It's how you see it. So, I mean, if they are, and there's definitely doing something up there, but the more we focus on that something bad, the more it affects us. So I prefer to just create the world where that doesn't exist. It's called Arthur Monteith, A Mortal Tale. Nice. I think you should definitely do a video of that. Hello, Steffi. Yes, I am live and waiting for Bernie, who is still not here. And at this point, he is about 50 minutes late. So maybe he's on Canadian time. I'm not sure. Dodge that domino. Oh, dodge that domino pizza. That's not good for you. The magnetic North Pole is changing location. Yeah, it is. Or we're changing location in, relevant to it. We really don't know what's going on because we don't have a good picture or understanding of where we are. That New Age belief is not the way. New Age. No, well the whole New Age thing was a scam. It was what's that agency called? It'll come to me in a minute, but yeah, no. The New Age was, and it all came out of the 60s. It's all a big progression. Which came out of Raw, which was designed to basically start the split between the ages, right? So that the kids would listen to different music to their parents, have different idols and all this kind of stuff, and then that went into the hippie stuff where they, and then it's a big long story, but yeah, it's all manufactured. And I keep losing all these comments. Hello, Oji Kriwa. Oji Kriwa. Okay. Hello. Michael De Silva. Vitamins and minerals can help you on your day. Leslie, hello. Be presence. Yes, co-creating where we desire to go, as if exactly. You have to see it. You never get something you want, right? Because once you get it, you don't want it. So when you want something, you're saying you don't have it. So you have to create the future as you are there now. It has to be done in the now all the time, or else it has no power. Antikythera mechanism, yes. Underwater, very interesting. Bernie ate too much poutine. Hello, Hippie Shake. How you going? Good to see you. CIA. Yeah. No, not CIA. The people who infiltrated the CIA and basically run Hollywood and all that entertainment. Taint meant the mind. Enter and taint your mind. Don't you love entertainment? The sun is, it sure is. It's a beautiful day in WA. Blue skies all round. I was reminded today that family and fun is what we really need. Competition is fun, but can make you angry. It can. It can also be funny. I mean, we need competition, but competition, good competition, right? You just need to be a good winner and a good loser. Not loser, but a good not winner. That's the problem that we get, is when people think they should win when clearly they haven't. There's always another day. If you don't win something, it's not a mistake, it's a mistake. It's just telling you need to do more so that next time you do this, you get a different outcome. CIA invented LSD, thus created the counterpart to hippies New Age. Yes. What am I thinking of? The, formed in the 1920s. That dude with, God, it's evading my brain at the moment, but it will come to me. NSA, no. God. They were behind Laurel Canyon. And all that kind of stuff, and the Beatles and the bands. They created all the bands and stuff of the hip. That like they were the architects of the whole thing. It'll come to me in a minute. All right, I shall read more. Just watched a movie called Moonfall. Yeah, is that the one with Leo DiCaprio in it? I actually quite enjoyed that one. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Matt G, hello. Which God am I talking about? God-given talents. Well, God, the creator. That's the only God that I know exists, right? If it's not the creator, then it's not a big G God. It's a little G God, which is just a being who wants to be God. I agree, Captain Zor. Peace to you. Definitely buckle up. Hello, Titans. How you going? We must unite. We definitely must unite. New York City. Wow. What's New York City like? I've seen some very interesting videos of New York City. MK Ultra. No. Come on. Tavistock. There we go. Tavistock Institute. Who got it? Steffi got it. Well done, Steffi. Tavistock. That's what I meant. Yeah, the Tavistock Institute. They were behind. All the bands of the 60s, the whole thing, the movement that then sort of went out, to the green movement, I guess, which was at the end of the hippie movement, and that turned into the self-help movement. It's all the same thing. And what it did was to separate, first of all, parents from children, and then the different generations, because families used to all listen to the same stuff and do the same stuff together. Now, we know, right? Kids listen and watch different stuff to the adults who watch different stuff to the grandparents. And that's what it was all ultimately about. And getting everyone to all have different views, right? So no one believes the same thing. And so nothing's really based on anything anymore. You can't sit down and have, big philosophical discussions with people because everyone's got their own ideas, and more than that, they're not based on anything but crap, books, propaganda. David McGowan wrote Laurel Canyon, California. There you go, Laurel Canyon, California. So that's where they made all the 60s bands from America, like the Doors, Mamas and the Papas, lots more. The Grateful Dead were in there, I think. Yes, I do, Hippie Shay. Tavistock. The Curious Gemini. Hello. I used to have a Gemini. It's kind of car, Holden. It was cool. I don't know what happened to it. I probably wrote it off. I think I've written off about 3 cars when I was young. Steve Irwin had the insight on Clinton's. Oh, really? I don't even know what the Whitewater scandal is, but that's interesting. I mean, wasn't that weird, right? And the weird thing, and the thing is, it's the same, right? With Steve Irwin, you can't, if you went out and questioned that, everyone would have jumped on you and said, "How dare you? He's a national hero." But I mean, very strange circumstances, right, for someone with so much experience in that situation. Farmer car TV generation. Yes, my karma ran over my dogma. Timothy Leary. Yes, Timothy Leary. Tune in, turn on, and drop out. Timothy Leary was definitely Tavistock CIA agent. Hello, Michael De Silva. No way the Beatles wrote and recorded Yellow Submarine. No, well, actually, Paul McCartney, Billy Shears is actually in the chat, so maybe we should ask him. How long did it take, Billy, to write the Yellow Submarine? But I mean, it's, their music changed, right? They were just a pop band doing 4-chord pop songs for their first 3 albums, and they hit The first album, I think, after Paul's, accident, death, was Revolver, and everything started changing. And then, I mean, their music was completely different after that. So clearly they had a different influence. But I mean, I think that John and Paul wrote some of them, but they didn't write everything. And no doubt everything they wrote was checked. I've been into Zappa's music, but am put off by his Laurel Cat. Yeah. So this is the problem. Frank Zappa again was, good message. He was one of the leaders of counterculture. But yeah, he's from a military family in Laurel Canyon. And of course, some people can wake up but if they do, they're not necessarily, they're not going to stay in the limelight. Right? The ones who wake up and start talking out, we see what happens to these people. They either disappear, or they just, they fade away. They get accused of stuff. Calistoga. Oh, good night. Dream well. Thank you for being here. There is a spiritual battle in music. Yeah. Well, I mean, apart from the 440, 432 hertz thing, it's just, I mean, you look at the music they had back in the 1700s, orchestra, full orchestras, complex instruments, complex music, and look what we have now. Even look at singing, right? Even if you want to go to opera singing, I mean, it's all good in that. And it's, when I was young, I used to get into it all, the Metallica and Pantera and all this kind of stuff. But look, I'd rather not. See, the thing is, if you go and watch one of those concerts and you feel straight and you stand there and watch it, you get the feeling it's probably not the best frequency to be in. Let's just say that. Oh my God, look at all these comments. Oh, 260 of you. Hello, everyone. Hello, who is this? Michaelian. Hello from Montana. Much love to you. The literal monitor and Cully any genius. They literally monitor. I can't speak. And cull any genius that they can't own. Yeah, I agree completely. The Valkyrie 17. Oh, nice. Valkyrie. Yes, I wasn't Jim Morrison's dad in the Navy. Jim Morrison's dad was the captain of the naval vessel that started that was at the Gulf of Tonkin incident, and that started the Vietnam War. And then, of course, Jim Morrison was, supposedly the anti-hero, the anti-establishment sort of dude against the Vietnam War. So it's very interesting. There's also a video of Jim Morrison still on YouTube, and it's when his last year of school, and he's just this clean-cut dude, very well-spoken, just looks like, a very sort of straight A student. And apparently 2 years later, he was Jim Morrison, the Lizard King. Right? Pumped Bernie is a fellow Calgarian. Yeah, good. Can you yell out the window that we're live? Because Bernie is actually supposed to be here, and we can't find him. He's gone walkabout. Hello, how you going, Sharon? Woohoo! Yes, you made it. It's very, very unorganized today because I've been stood up again. Travis Scott, Tavistock. Nice. New Jersey. Oh, Diesel. Hello, Diesel. Where are you, Diesel? Oh, I didn't even see Diesel. That's it. There's lots and lots. Oh my gosh. And then I scroll down. There's another million messages. Shoegaze. What's shoegaze music? Is that when you just like look at your feet and slowly tap them? Is that shoegaze? Bombarded. Got a lot of chakra. Nice. How are you going? Kevin Douglas, greetings from Southern Colorado. Hello, welcome. You didn't know about the Gulf of Tonkin? Yeah, his dad in real life. Navy dude from the Gulf of Tonkin. Opening ceremonies of Commonwealth Games, Birmingham, England. Dude, I saw some of that. That was horrendous. That was just freaky to look at. And of course, they closed it with Osbourne. And it was just satanic, man. It was just, oh my God, if you haven't seen the Commonwealth, the latest Commonwealth Games, bizarre, but that's what they do all the time, right? We know this. 2012, obviously Olympics was a big one as well. Mumbling auto-tune garbage on radio gives me headaches and instantly aggroes me. Yeah, I just don't, I listen to some 70s and 60s older music. Obviously only certain bands. I mean, because there were still bands around back then. They only owned sort of some of them, but at this point, it's looking like they own pretty much everything, because all we get is crap, right? Unless Alberta wants out of what? The Union, the United States. Alberta, that's in the south, right? Alberta. What's it to the boot? What's it to the boot? I asked my boot, what's it to the boot? And I was in a boot. Roger Waters or David Gilmour? It's hard, right? David Gilmour seems to be the better one, but I mean, there's been a few dodgy stories about him. But then then he came out. I think David Gilmour's a pretty good guy, but of course, that we only hear what they want us to hear because they still own the media. Rod, I mean, who knows, right? Who knows? I lived in Denver and also Colorado Springs during Y2K and 9/11. Denver's supposed to be, that's what they want the new capital of the United States to be. That's what all this reset is happening. What did I just say? Did I make sense? Tools Numa. Hello, Kevin. Tools Numa to you as well. All right, Crypto Alchemist. Bernie got his channel back. Everyone go across, give him a like and a subscribe, and hopefully his phone will ding and he'll wake up and he'll come and join us. We are all getting what we came for, to be with you. Thank you very much. I sung opera at the Sydney Opera House in the chorus. Wow. Nice. There's a chick on YouTube who does song reactions, the charismatic voice. She's pretty funny. She does the funniest facial expressions, but she's an opera singer, and there's a couple of videos of her singing, and it's just so loud, like so loud, it's ridiculous. Who have we got here? Hi, I'm Leslie from Borneo. I wonder if that was where Neo was born, in Borneo. What do you reckon? No electricity. Oh, it's gone. Bugger. Time to build a coil. Oh my gosh. I think I need to brush my hair. Chevron Boys, 97 years old. The video you did with Rock Hearts. Oh, nice. And you found some. Awesome. Nice work, Becca. Well, make sure go check out Stellium 7's channel. He's got lots more videos on that. But yeah, I mean, pretty spun out, especially when they rolled the heart out. Hey, what did they think of that? Because, I wasn't sure about all that stuff, especially when they talk about the whole dragon, that's half of Africa. And but when I had the talk with Mike, it's definitely something there, it really is. My great-grandmother and my father's mother's side was Australian, born in Sydney. Well, your great-grandmother on your father's mother's side was born in, and she left. He could have been Australian. My condolences. No, it means you're, what does that mean? You're like a sixth, an eighth. I actually got to double it, don't you? A 16th Australian. We are not united except in states of confusion. Well, it's better than nothing. I spent the first 20 years of my life studying Confucianism. It's not that bad. My pillow is calling. Oh, okay. Good night, Mountain Cat. Dream well. Thank you for being here. What's the time? Okay, so it's like night on the east coast of the US, I'm guessing. Speaking of Aussies and Aussies, I'm not an Aussie, but I'm now an Austinite. Just moved in. From Austin, Texas. Just moved into my new apartment in Austin. Setting up my broadcast. Oh, nice. Katrina Refugee. Oh, is that your channel? Everyone go check out Katrina Refugee. You'll have to let me know. What are you doing? What are you recording? Are you going to podcast? Are you going to make videos? What have we got here? Also have several strange Katrina stories that scream corruption. That was that's another big dodgy thing, the whole Katrina thing. Roger Waters is a good one. Did I get that right? I keep getting them confused. The skinny one with the dark hair. Is that Roger? I think that is Roger. God, I don't know. I keep getting them confused. But that one, he seems to be the good one. Hearts of Stone all around, I know, right? And songs, right? How many songs are there, about Hearts of Stone, Heart of Stone? No doubt, lots of books and poems. The whole, Gorgon, Medusa thing, people turning into statues, the statues of pillars of salt. It's, who knows what's going on? We've just got to keep an open mind. The main thing is, once you lock yourself into, yes, that's the truth, then you lock yourself out of the truth, because you lock yourself out of any other, oh my God, I've missed so many comments, out of any other perspectives. So I just find things interesting, and then I try and get more information, and they either make more sense or less sense, really. 60s, 70s, rock is my favorite. Do you listen to the Dead? Like the Grateful Dead, do you mean? Not a lot of them. Jefferson Airplane, a little bit, White Rabbit. I mean, Jefferson Airplane, how did they become Starship? Seriously, man. We Built This City on Rock and Roll was apparently the same band that did White Rabbit, kind of. I don't know how that happened. But, yeah, this is a thing. I used to, love all the Doors and all that kind of stuff. But I don't really want to listen to that anymore. I used to like rock, and I don't listen to most of that and heavy stuff just because of, of what they've all done in the last couple of years. So I'll still listen to, Creedence, Doobie Brothers is good. I like Cat Stevens. I like John Denver. Don't judge me. I'm a long time sub and fan of Stellium 7. Love that dude and his discoveries. Yeah, and he's done a good job because Mike's an educated guy. He's a chiropractor and stuff, and he didn't want to come out and be the loony guy. So he did years of study before he even made a video. So he got good work. Hello, Edna Bell. I'll put that one on. Good evening. Good evening, good morning, and who says that, Truman? Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Something like that. Malthusian Solution. Methuselah. Alice in Chains. I mean, that whole sort of 90s rock, yeah. A bit, I was kind of, at that time I was, sort of traveling around Australia and stuff, and living like a hippie and just, I wasn't, I didn't, to me, when popular, I wasn't interested. Like, I don't know why. Central Texas. Oh, greetings, Central Texas. One of the free states. Say hello to Alex Stein for me. Leah Beachy. Hello. Leah Beachy. The shape of Hearthstone was so familiar. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. And it's interesting, those little veins of quartz that are just through everything. And I used to wonder, why you see them everywhere, and they're always just little veins. But when you think they're strips of fat, now that changes things. All right, so this is turning into a chat video because Bernie is not here. Let me check and see if he has actually answered my emails. That's a big no. So I don't know what Bernie's doing. Hopefully he's okay. So we may have to do another live. Who knows? But they're supposed to be every Tuesday at this time. Seals and is that a band? Seals and Crofts? Never heard of them. There's actually heaps and heaps of American bands that we never got down here in Australia. Well, there you go. And your name's Confusing Plane. Well, that is a confusing. You should maybe change it to Confusing Jefferson Plane. CCR, yeah, man, down on the corner, out in the street. In Ohio. What was I saying? I was saying, oh my gosh, there's so many comments. Alex Stein, Primetime 99. I'd be scared to get Alex on my show. I was thinking about it. Hello, Isness, how you going? I was thinking about getting Alex on. That is just, I don't know. I could just sort of go, hi, Alex, and then put myself on mute for 2 hours and then say, thanks for being here, guys. He is cool. I do like him. He's just very loud. And, I first saw him when he was on Jeranism. He did the Baby Truther show for a few months, 6 months or something, before he hit the big time. Yeah, Conspiracy Castle is his other channel where I think he's still doing that. And then he's got obviously Alex Stein, which is blown up. I saw it the other day. I think he's at 50,000 now. So good on him. And that's the thing. Like Alex was walking around the whole time telling everyone, I'm going to be on TV. I'm going to be on TV, because he wanted to be on TV. And now he's on TV. So this is the thing. We speak the future into existence. I speak things. I also saw this interview the other. I can't even speak myself. I also saw this interview the other day, and the guy was talking about sports people and how when they stuff up and make big mistakes. And there was one who, like, I don't know, it was in baseball or something, and he missed the last ball of the game or something, and then the other people scored. And that was who he became known for, of losing the Super Bowl or whatever it was. But he was interviewed before a week before or something, and the interviewer asked him what would be the worst thing that would happen, and he said, if I let the ball go at the very end and they went through and the other team scored and we lost the game. And that's exactly what happened. And they went, another 3 or 4 examples of that. And it's true. Like, we speak all this stuff into existence. So it's all spells, right? Spelling. Careful with the spells we cast. We cast. Alex Stein is friends with Dave Weiss. He is. Yep. And Jeranism, yeah. Well, friends with Dave Weiss. No, they are friends, but they used to have a bit of banter when they were on the show together. They still have subaudible tones in. Yeah. 440s as well. That's 440, and no doubt, back in the 60s, man, they were doing what's it called? What are they called? Subaudible. Someone tell me, when they mind control you. They were back in the 60s, man, but they were telling people to go and buy popcorn and Coke, and it worked. At the interval, everyone got up and went and bought popcorn and Coke. Very, very strange. So what's it called? Someone tell me. My brain's not working very well today. I'm sorry. Binaural, it's subconscious, subliminal messaging. Thank you very much, Steffi. Subliminal, and of course your liminal is your consciousness. So it's below your conscious level. They give instructions to your subconscious, and you do things subconsciously, which means you do things without knowing them. Oh, look, now everyone's on it. Louise and Isness, yes, subliminal. So and Beck. Look at that. All the women are smart. Oh my gosh, now everyone's saying it. It's everywhere. I tell you. Let's all go to the lobby. Oh, I don't think I'm in that hotel. Now I feel left out. We are glad you are here with or without your brain. Oh, well, thank you very much. Yes, my hair keeps my brain in. I'm a big believer in that, Campbell, with Shane. Yeah, we are the creators, and that's someone asked me what God I prayed to. That's what it is to me, the creator. It's the creative spirit. It's the energy that animates and gives life to everything, right? It gives life to imagination and inspiration and all this kind of stuff. Because they say God is omnipotent, which means he's in everyone, which means we're not, but we're fractals of God. We have bits of the creator in us. We are creators and created. There you go. Are you trying to pick people up there, Shannon, giving out your phone number? 508-230. Everyone has to guess the rest. What's going on there? Spellcasters. Exactly. Spelling. First thing they teach you in school. After they tell you that your imaginary friend doesn't exist. This is your brain on truth. Conscious remembers 7 things. Subconscious remembers everything. Yeah, exactly. People say they've got a bad memory, but no one has a bad memory. People have bad recall because under hypnosis you can remember everything perfectly. And then it comes down to your RAS, your reticular activating system, because we get 4,000 bits plus of information every second. And so we obviously can't deal with that. So our brains filter out everything, like 99% of it. And it basically filters out everything through the RAS. And that's all based on what you believe and what you want to see. That's why when you want to buy a car, like if you want to buy a white Ford whatever, suddenly you see them everywhere. It's not that there's more of them. They were always there, but now you're seeing them because your reticular activating system has instructed your brain that is important information, and so that gets kept instead of thrown out. So there you go, little lesson on consciousness. Edna, Bernie is a no-show. Bernie was supposed to be here 1 hour and 22 minutes ago. I sent him messages, I sent him links. He organized it, told me he was going to be here. Then he went live last night, and now he's not here. So we're doing a rally. Everyone in Canada is hanging out their windows and yelling, Bernie, get on the bloody live stream. Real subconscious, ask a question, then forget. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's another good thing. Good point, Maggot. A lot of people, use their conscious and they try really, really hard to work things out. But the best thing is, you put your intention out there and then forget about it. Much easier. Let the universe or God do the work. Put the lime in the coconut. I have no idea what that means. I only remember people's names that I like. Well, there you go. You're just rude. That's because they make an impression on you, and your RAS tells you that they're important. It's all been twisted. It has, like a piece of licorice. Philosopher's Stone, hangover. Yeah. Well, oh God, yeah. I hope he wasn't drinking too much of that Philosopher's Stone. Was he drinking last night? Was he drinking from the beakers again? I want a brand new V-dub. I'm not sure they make brand new 1970s V-dub, but I'd like one too. An Army Olive Green, like a hippie van. What are they called? VW. Oh my God, my brain's not working. Combi van. Combi, which I guess is German for combi, like combination, right? Or, can be used in a combination of ways. We don't need man-made doctrines to steer us in the right direction. No, I would say that man-made doctrines steer us in the wrong direction because, people, what's that saying? People who want to rule should never be able to. I think Billy Connolly said the want to become a politician should negate you from becoming one for your whole life. And that's the thing. Good leaders are not people who want to be leaders. Good leaders are just people who, step up because they step up because people want them to. That's what a good leader is. That they're not someone who wants power. Anyone who wants power is just going to end up trying to get power over you. I mean, it's fairly simple stuff. The negative priming on movie commercials, music video clips, etc., is going straight away to the implicit memory generation, a rejecting sensation for the truth. That's the way they are controlling us. Yeah, they're changing the way our brains work. Of course, I mean, look at TikTok, and it's been happening, for decades, right? Now, the younger generation are used to 3 minutes and under for a clip, so that's their attention span. That's why kids don't read books anymore, right? I mean, they took all the books out of the schools and gave them all iPads, and then replaced the books with bloody porn. So, don't send your kids to school. Put the alarm in the note. I don't get that. What is it? And is it rude? I'm in Commie Canada, but way too far. Oh, come on, you can yell loud, Julia. We know you can. Pretend you're an opera singer. Go, Bernie. That was very unoperatic from me, but I'm not an opera singer. And I just took the words right out of your mouth. So they were actually Leslie's words. They weren't mine. So there you go. I'm clean. I'm good. Combine. Oh, is that what it is? A combine. A combine. I drove around Europe in a combi. Had the best time. Combis are cool. It's just a shame that there's a big motor in the back. It's a van, but you kind of lose half the van because there's a big motor there. But they are cool. But they're just cool. I would love. What are they? 12 windows. One with the windows around the sides and the front and the windscreens pop up like Safari windows. They're very cool. You could buy a VW from Mexico. They have 1980s patent rights. Are they still making them? Well, there you go. Who was it? Was it Red Cap Goblin who wanted one? Tick word mean hyperactive? Does it? Hyperactivity. I know a tick is it's a tick, right? When like Tourette's, people get ticks. And of course, a tick is a blood-sucking insect. And isn't that funny? Like TikTok, and like one of the big things on TikTok now is all these kids are literally making videos and accounts pretending they've got Tourette's and all these mental issues, likes. So that's, I don't know what the talk is, but yeah, it's not good. And of course, it's owned and run by the CCP, the Chinese. Pay attention to the non-spelling of words. How they're not spelled. I don't know. Words are, it's phonetic, right? And phonetic's not even spelled phonetically because it's Phoenician for fur. It's like whole and whole. All right. One means everything. One means the absence of anything. Same sound, same vibration, but they try to tell us it means two different things. But then again, I guess everything and the absence of anything is kind of the same. Who knows? Error of my ways. Hello, you will see me Friday. Everyone, this Friday's live is with Error of My Ways. We're going to be talking all things Nordic and Elvish and Tree of Yggdrasil and all that kind of cool stuff. So make sure you tune in 8 o'clock this Friday. Thank you. Here. Being me, tail end of a lie. Oh God. I can't even read. Hello, being me. Thank you. Well, I'm here. It's kind of the middle, maybe. We're not sure. Bernie may be king, but Bernie's not here. It was supposed to be as you can see by the title, right? It was supposed to be a Bernie and Cambell. So we all hope Bernie is okay and asleep and safe and warm, but he's not here. When you get what was that? When you own a combi, you stop using deodorant and your hair grows longer. Apparently, you wake up and there's flowers in your hair. Yeah, weird stuff happens. Corruption everywhere needs to disappear. It does. But again, we've got to got to focus on stuff. So the thing is, if we didn't let people rule us in these things called governments, then they couldn't be corrupt and it wouldn't have any effect on us at all. That's kind of how I see it. It's all acronyms. It's all acronyms now. Yes. My pronouns are dude and yo. As above, so below. Gross subtle. Bernie is live again. Oh. Bernie was going to be live again. Bernie wanted to be live again, but Bernie is not quite live again. And by live, I mean live on YouTube. Where are we? Water, getting scorsa. Sorry, I had to make it rhyme. Getting scared. Yeah. Is it? Where are all the casinos? Oh my God. Las Vegas. Is that where the massive lake is that's drying up? And literally, there's nothing left. Like they're finding all these boats and sunken boats and that are now like on dry land. Very weird. Very, very weird. Uso, hello. Sushil Pokhado. BB King said the notes are not as important as the oh, okay. Yeah, the pauses. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah. That in like melodic things, yes. As far as informational writing, not so much, but definitely with what's the word? Creative, artistic expression. We occupy a world of duality. Can't have good without the bad. Well, you can't. It's like this Nasara Jasara thing, and some people are still waiting and hoping that they get $10 million. But the thing is, if everyone, and that's the deal, right? Is everyone gets it. So if everyone gets $10 million, no one's a millionaire. Everyone's just got the same as everyone else, which basically means that money's what's it worth, right? So that's the thing. Hello, Angela. Welcome. Oh, yes, join email list and receive your newsletters. Definitely do that. You'll find all my links below as well, guys. All over ad. Great quote. Thank you, Kevin. What quote was that? Oh, thank you. That was the one with Dave, was it? I've done a couple lately. I think I put a cut of that up too. But yeah, the Nos Confundus one. Las Vegas. There you go. Johnny Smitty. How is it? Are the lakes lowering out there? Do I have to keep an eye on you? Only if you are the Luminumis. Vibe with me. I saw a funny meme that said, I'm transparent. My pronouns are who and were. Very good. Hey, Soup, do you like Lizzo? That's obviously not for me. Water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. The Ancient Mariner, exactly right. On the ocean. That's being assaulted. Yeah, right. Did someone pull the plug out of that lake? There's some bizarre videos on YouTube showing all this stuff. It's very, very strange. Nepal, welcome. Thank you for being here, Sushil. Nepal, wow, at the roof of the world. Lots of interesting stuff up there. Feel free to send me photos of some of those monasteries you got up there. They're very cool. To Jono, hello. I want to present my RBI machine from APEC on Bernie's channel. Ooh, what's an RBI machine? I don't know. If you go to Bernie's channel, under his videos, he has his email. So go and send him an email. And that's the best person to contact for this show, because Bernie does all that stuff, because I have too much else going on to be able to organize this one. But yeah, if anyone wants to, talk to us on this, this is now going to be called Autodidactic Alchemy. So there you go. So that's going to be our show every Tuesday. So if you want to come on it, if you've got any interesting stuff, contact Bernie, crypto alchemist Bernard Conkin. It just rained so much in Vegas. they're draining the lake. Are they draining the lake, or is it just disappearing? They're not actually. No one's actually draining it, are they? And it's been raining. Oh, wow. Thank you. Mice in Detralia. We've got a big fence. Oh no, that's a rabbit fence. We have lots of fences. We need a mouse fence. Do you know what happened to Self-Taught New Zealand? No. Did his channel go down? King Dave. I haven't spoken to him for a couple of months. I know he was doing a lot of activist work, going after the Masons. But no, I'll have a look. I'll send him an email. I'll check him out. No, thanks for letting me know. Love Dave. Dave's awesome. Someone told me their pronouns are shit. All pronouns are kind of shit, aren't they? It's hard not to spend a mil these days. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's Oh my gosh. So many comments. Hello, Melinda. How come they don't use desalination like how? Yeah, I know, right? Well, we've got all the technologies. We've got technologies to solve every problem that we have. They just don't want us to. They want to keep us in slavery and charge us for everything. I mean, there's free energy. There's machines that they've got batteries already, and they can run. There's one that's a house-sized one, and one charge, it'll run a house for 200 years. So we've got all the tech. We just don't have access to it, which is why all these devilish archonic types need to leave. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine of my mind. Okay, I do know that Seals and Cross song. Even my voice is, God. I'm not very, very melodic today, am I? God. How come they don't use, we've read that. Where am I? Oh. He changed the name whilst I was watching, then vid's down too. Yeah, right. Because he's got two channels as well. He's got the second one where he interviews all the ex-cons. Is that one still up? But I'll check it out. I've got his contact, I've got his email and stuff, so I'll make sure he's all good. On the road to Shambhala, I identify as me, myself, and I. Well, there you go. I think you've got split personality disorder there. And it's very offensive. I mean, come on. I don't see any genderisms in there at all. Have I visited any Star Forts? I haven't yet because I can't. No. Well, I mean, yeah, the ones in Perth that are remnants I've been to, what we've got that's close. So like, we've got, Barracks Arch it's now a freeway, but that was a Star Fort. And in Fremantle, we have the Roundhouse and a few other bits. There's also up on the coast in Cottesloe, the old, it's like a fort. There's all these tunnels up there. But most of the good actual starry look-like Star Forts are in Europe. I haven't been there yet, obviously, because we've been able to travel. But that's all sort of changing at the moment. So next year, hopefully I'll get to Europe, if not definitely America. So yes, no is the answer to that question. Well, I mean, yes, but not any good ones that they actually call Star Forts. Cambell's posts are going through at wrong times. Band Tool song Numa. Check it out. My posts are going through at the wrong time. What does that mean? There's enough water for everyone. Exactly. It's all about control. And then there's so much water underneath as well they don't tell us about. Oh, thank you. Even though I don't believe you. My voice is very croaky today. I'm actually sort of detoxing So I think I'm a bit. I'm taking redox molecules, which are cool because my hand, my thumb is now moving. And it hasn't done that in like 18 months, so that's good. So next is my fingers, and then I'll have a hand back. I'll be handy again. Danes. Makeover. Everyone, first time here live. Have you worked? Thank you, Grand Tour. Richard, how you going? My middle name is Richard. Let's go. Interrebs. Are there star forts in Canada? Yes, they definitely are, Becca. I don't know them all, but the biggest one is, oh gosh, it's Quebec, is it? Or is it Ontario? The one definitely, yes, there are. The easiest way, if you want to find star forts, just Google forts and your country or your state or whatever, and because most of the time they still call them forts, and it's a good way on Google Earth if you're looking. You just go on and type in like forts New Zealand or whatever, and it'll show you all the forts. And of course, not all of them are star forts, but if there's any there that are named and known of, you'll find them. I'm in Dutchyland. Yeah. Yes, that's Star Fort Central where you are. They are everywhere, well, apart from Malta, I guess. Probably the best star forts out there. Thank you. Thank you. Facts. Nothing but the facts. Thank you for being here. Chateau, yes. Quebec, is it? Thank you. Now, Chateau Frontenac, that's the big red brick hotel. Is that correct? I think it is. But yeah, it's very close out. There's a massive star, and the whole city is walled. It's a walled star city. And then there's remnants of another star fort on the other side of the river as well. And that's just so if that's there, then there's going to be star forts everywhere. We've got them in Australia. They're everywhere. We've got them in Australia, man. HoloLink, thank you very much. Thank you for being here. And thank you all, 261 of you, just watching me talking, trying to get a show done without Bernie. Have I been going an hour? Oh my God. Found them in the Azores too. Yeah. They're everywhere, and there's lots of them under the water. That's why we find lots of them on the water's edge, and some are half sunk in the water because they were there before the levels rose. So they're everywhere. We did a bit of a look a couple of weeks ago, and we were out in the Caribbean or the Caribbean, and they're everywhere. They're just everywhere through Cuba and all those tropical islands. Did I visit Paris? I haven't been to Europe. I'm waiting for a rich benefactor to send me there. Actually, I have some people I need to get in contact with, some crypto people who want to send me there to do a documentary. But then, of course, the bottom fell out of crypto, but I hear it's recovering. The aquifer system in NV, I'm gonna think about that one for a bit, is the most abundant and accessible, but it's not that far down. Geothermal energy, water desalination, Lake Tahoe. NV, new, I don't know. I know what NV is. I know what envy is, but I don't know what NV is. So if you want to let me know, John. NV, new, Nova, I don't know. I like the coffee shops in Holland. They are ace. Just ace. Now, that's a word I haven't heard in a while. Ace, man. I'd like to go to a coffee shop. My son's learning. My youngest is learning Dutch at the moment. He's got a whole heap of friends that live, well, I think 2 of them live in Holland, and the others are around, but he's learning, Dutch. So he can say things like, and it means something. What was the subject meant to be today? The subject was meant to be me and Bernie, and we were going to be looking at a bit of Google Earth and checking out some star forts and stuff, and we were going to do some stuff that Bernie had organized and some other stuff. And then I was going to have a chat. And so all we've got left is me having a chat. So it's just a very random, me talking, answering questions, and feeling very let down by Bernie. No, I'm not, Bernie. Hopefully everything's good and he's all okay. A big start in the middle of a swamp, just outside Winnipeg. Nice. Got a drone, got a camera, go get some photos. When we did the desalination in Denmark, we weren't allowed to talk to the waterboard guys. Really? That's interesting. So you're in WA. Nice. My sister lives just outside of Denmark in Den Barker. 1957 Encyclopedia, nice. Underfoot says numerous staff or images with intricate measurements. Nice. Is the 1957, is it the 57 one as well that says that about the dome? If you look up Antarctica and dome, it's got all interesting stuff in there. Oh gosh. Keep reading comments and then there's another billion. Salt Lake is crazy. Tartarian, that's a destination. Salt Lake City, yeah. John's done a few videos on that. Dodgy story, right? They just turned up with nothing in the middle of the desert and then just built this massive temple. Why not? Thank you, Michael. Is it? Because I'm just sitting here talking. This is me winging it without a wingman. I am going to start doing. I've got to set out my schedule, and I'm getting there. But I'm going to start doing a regular live by myself, and that way I'll be prepared. I'll have stuff to do, and then of course, thank you. We've got Tartaria Australia live. Premieres on Thursday. Live interviews at 8 o'clock Perth time every Friday. Bernie every Tuesday. If you watch Spiral Up, my chats with Howdy McCoskey are coming back. He's just contacted me. If you don't watch those, well, you need to go and subscribe to Spiral Up. And what else? Then I've got my weeklies with Lorenzo. And after that, I might make a video or two for the channel. So lots of stuff happening, lots of content coming up. I'm just in the process of trying to get a schedule. I thought the encyclopedia would have the firmament, but it didn't. Oh no, it's around, maybe it's the year before. It's definitely, it's in the 50s, but I took it out 1 year. So literally, if you got the year after that, then it'll all be gone. Yeah, man, pilgrims. Apparently John Wayne was out there telling the pilgrims what to do. Come on, pilgrims, go and build me that there temple. That's how it went down. Rainbow Beach, Queensland, really looks different. Coloured old buildings have all melted and turned into multicoloured sand. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been up there for a while. Before I sort of back in the 90s, before I was into all this. But Gary, oh gosh, I have to call Gaza. He's done some really interesting videos of the stuff that's on the beach up there. It's just all melted. Yeah, it looks like melted bricks and glass and all types of interesting stuff. Thank you very much. Thank you. The Pilgrim Mages. Man, I did it with magic. I am Kairos. Hello. SF's Fort Point has an 1,800 long, 50-foot tall polygonal granite sea wall with metal between the joints. Wow. Is that on your channel? Everyone go and check out I Am Kairos. That's the name of the channel. Thank you. I'll go and have a look. Welcome for being. Thank you for being here and welcome. Can music? Yes, music can be a weapon. Yeah. I did have the pictures. I've still got to get my hard drive sorted. But yeah, no, we've got pictures from early 1900s where they've got these big tuba lookings that are weapons. But yeah, sound's definitely a weapon. It's in CIA documents and everything. There's even a thing called the Brown Note. 1958 was it? Encyclopedia, and I don't think I don't think it was Britannica. It was a different kind of encyclopedia, but this is what happens. They change all the books, so unless you've got one of the old ones, music can be weaponized like crazy frog. Come on, don't forget Gungan Style. On your channel, okay, everyone go and subscribe to I Am Kairos. Give him a like and a subscribe. He does good work. Where are we? I went to Salt Lake City. I went to the temple. They tried to recruit me. See, that's how they built it so quickly, right? All these pilgrims were just wandering across the desert, and they went into this little hall and got recruited. Before they knew it, they were building this temple in the middle of the desert. Oh, there you go. Hippie Shake on it already. Thank you very much. Look at that. I have to send you a T-shirt, Hippie Shake, at some point for being YouTube's #1 mod. And I'm close to getting an email up. I know people are trying to contact me, and I know I'm very hard to contact, but it's because I can't respond. Literally, I just get too much. But I'm going to set up a new email. I'm going to have someone looking after it, so I'll be able to talk to people and give out email addresses and stuff like that. So I was getting there. Dampier wrote that when the Tatars ruled China, they made the Chinese shave their heads. Oh, is that where that comes from? Well, there you go. Well, China, definitely at one point, China was part of Tartaria, and then it became Chinese Tartaria, or Chinese Tartary, and then it broke away. So, and of course, if you look into Chinese history, they were the same people as the Tatars. They were white, tall people with blonde or red hair, blue or green eyes. And you find them everywhere as mummies buried in the ground. No doubt in all their pyramids, maybe, right? Where did the Tartarians go? Well, the end of the Tartari, I mean, they basically got... look at what's happening to America, like the USA right now. And there's a thing called the communist, is it the Communist Manifesto? Basically, the Chinese Communist Party's their 20 point system of taking over a country. But this is what's happening. They get into countries, they get into the schools, education, the politics, and they start dismantling it from within. I mean, again, look what's going on in the USA. This is how they did it. It's the exact same plan, and it all ended in the Bolshevik Revolution, where they killed 50 million of them or something. It's all in the history books. It's all there. Just the names have been changed to protect the guilty, right? The encyclopedia also has a complete section on Faraday. Oh, nice. And talks about his first invention, the magnet run motor wheel. Nice. It will be interesting. You have to let Bernie know. He would be nice. Faraday, of course, brought out the Faraday cage and free energy devices. Beijing had a Hungarian name. Yeah, well, the whole language thing, there's links. Hungarian, I've forgotten what the language is called, but it's from around that area. You find all the, it's connected to Australia and South America and Asia and everywhere. Thank you. Yes, please give me a like, guys. Click the like button. All right, an hour 24, so we'll go another 5 minutes because I'm really just talking here. And who knows? We might even be back this afternoon if Bernie wakes up and goes, "Oh my God, I slept in." You may see me pop back up, but if not, we're going to be back Thursday. There'll be a premiere for Tartari Australia Friday, live chat on everything Viking, basically, in Idrisil, and that should be really interesting. So make sure you join that one. I won't give away too much else, but I'll get the link and everything up in the next day or so. Oh, Beth Martins, how you going? Welcome. Hello. Thank you for being here. Just having an impromptu live. Your fellow Canadian, Bernie, has not turned up, so I'm just talking. But yes, thanks for joining me. Beth has a great channel too, guys. Go over and check her out if you haven't already. Give her a like and a subscribe. Lots of really good interviews. 2 amazing interviews with this guy from Autodidactic channel. Rachel, hello to you. Thank you for being here. Nuclear can be made micro, little bitty nuclear power. Yeah, that was in, actually, that was a book I read, Arthur C. Clarke. I mean, but like I said, now they've got batteries that'll run a house for 200 years, man. The problem this time around is that the Americanos are fighting back. Yeah, well, this time we've got access to too much information, because information is a weapon when you can control it, which means when you can make sure that not everyone can get access to information, basically. So the internet, I think they stuffed up with the internet big time. They didn't think we'd be able to understand it so well. But also saying that, you've got to understand there's some people out there, we've seen them, they're crazy. They're crazy because they are being controlled by the information, right? They believe it all. And the way that it works is with algorithms, if you believe something, like if you believe, that Orange Man bad and all this, and everyone should be disarmed and, that kind of stuff, that's all you're going to see on social media. Clearly, it's all you're going to see on the news. So they put them in this box, and that's why they all believe that they're right, because they actually think that everyone believes what they do. So yeah, Svanti Arrhenius, thank you. Where's the beef? I think it's walking around a field attached to a cow. Naughty Bernie, naughty. Thanks, Bet. Yes, feel free. Check some, post some links. Hippie Shake 29, great channel. Oh, Hangman. Oh, is Hangman 13? Is it Hangman 13? Are you on here? Can I just see your name and where'd it go? I thought I did. Oh, at Hangman. Oh, 1128. What's this? Have you heard of Hangman 1128 channel? It evidence of the biblical trees. Maybe. Let me see. I may have, I don't know, but I got a message from Mike telling me, oh no, that was someone else. I've heard of Hangman. I haven't seen the channel. Everyone go check out Hangman 1128. We're just having free channel advertising here today. Insidious Anti-Mason, good morning. Come Sam Met. ZA, is that Zambia? You from Africa? What's the other one? ZA, there's another ZA, isn't there? They all made a real day gobstopper. Oh, really? I thought they did that back in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Jabba jabba don't. Exactly. Thank you, Sean Osborne. Thank you for being here. Orange Man really is bad. They are. Well, no one's good up there if you're part of the show. I mean, we just don't know at this point. I always think it's best not to judge unless you've got proof. We have proof that the other people have a bit dodgy. Ultimately, I don't believe that we need the system. I think it all needs to go. It completely needs to go. But I also understand that if it goes tomorrow, that's going to be really, really bad for most people. So we need to transition through this. We can't just go, oh, but we want to live with no money and we want to live with no government, and then we have it tomorrow, and then everyone starves. That's not good. So we don't know. Is he bad? Is he good? Is he not as bad? Is he more bad and just a better actor? I don't know. But all we can do is judge, because we have to judge people. We do. If someone's running at you with a knife, you need to judge that they're probably going to try and stab you. But we have to judge based on facts not facts that we can verify, right? Not propaganda. So I don't know. I'm not into politics that much. I don't know. He might be bad. He might be good, but he has fabulous hair. I mean, come on. Let's talk. Got to give him that, right? The lack of young trees is a huge clue. The event was recent. Yeah. Well, what we have is probably not even trees, right? We've probably got saplings, man. In my mind this week about the sorry. Have you noticed what looks like two large underwater tunnels off the Perth coast on Google Earth? They saw they head southwest behind Rotto. No, I shall have a look. I've actually got Google Earth up at the moment. I won't bring it up now because then we'll be gone for another 3 hours. Don't be a puppet. Oh, there you go. Everyone, Hippie Shake again has posted the link to the Biblical Tree Romance. So you go check that out. And don't be a puppet. Because when you're a puppet, it means someone has their hand up your butt. That's never good. Did you come across the David Bowie interview in which he mentions black sound? I've seen a couple. I know that Marilyn Manson is also into that kind of stuff. And really, there's people who do that for a job. They tweak sound to get different responses out of people. And look, remember the concert a couple of months ago? What happened at that rapping concert? Yeah. So there. Where are we? Supposedly King Solomon was bad, but he was also good. Yeah. I mean, it's hip to be square, right? The yin and the yang. Can you be good and not bad? Who knows? I mean, this is the story though, right? Someone calling me from a state I don't live in. So I'm not going to answer that. Yeah. Well, I mean, King Solomon, soul of man. Who knows? big stories. A lot of these questions I could answer if I had an hour more. Mad Max starts The Wasteland. Yeah, I mean that's a predictive program. Right? How many videos and movies came out in the 80s? When I was growing up, about that. This sort of apocalyptic future. They were everywhere. Pre-programming, so that when they do this kind of stuff, we think in the back of our mind, well, it's all going to crap anyway. So we kind of, don't stand up as much, right? I prefer Pearl sounds. Spiffy. I didn't know that Pearl made sounds. I mean, I guess if you drop them in a glass jar or something. Boss Key told the truth through his music career. This is Bowie, the man with two different coloured eyes. I like the word spiffy too. It's quite spiffy, isn't it? Quite spiffy. Kosamet translates to come with me. Kosami? Isn't Kosami? Is that in Bali? Kom Sam Met Mai translate to come with me. Cool theme song. Thank you. My theme song? I don't know. At this point, I'm getting confused. Rick Henry, Travis Scott. Now I'm really confused. Okay. Do you think the biblical trees, since that they are made of crystal and gold, is instead with crystal, did gold coins come out of the biblical trees? I think that the biblical trees were trees, that they were probably silicon based. Because they grew in a different environment in the vapor canopy. And I think that trees are probably where we get lots of our gemstones from, all the saps and things. Coalesce into gemstones, I think. And then, of course, veins of gold for sure, because we know now that trees actually pull up all the minerals from the ground. And they pull them up, get them into the leaves drop, and they go back into the ground. So a tree will actually pull up from deeper depth the minerals that it's missing in the for its feeder roots. It pulls them up and then drops them out back on the ground so that it can eat them, I guess. I have no idea what I was talking about. Oh my gosh, look at all these comments. 276 of you watching me. Thank you so much for being here. Sketches, how you doing? Solo man. Just picture me with an amazing moustache in a kayak. I am Solo Man. And you probably only understand that joke if you're Australian. Bane Bear, how you going? Welcome. And I'm already 5 minutes over my 5 minutes. So there we go. Proof is in the pudding. We can't say anything about anything these days. I agree. True. So true that takes away from our truth. Yeah, I just everything's interesting to me, right? Once you do something as right or wrong, you're stuck. If it's just interesting, then you can always get more information, and as you do, that interesting thing will become more, either more correct or less correct, right? Until you hit a point with enough information where, okay, I believe this is real, or I believe this is not real. That's how I look at it. Otherwise, you're just going to get stuck, and someone's going to tell you something, and it's probably not going to be true. That's why we need to be autodidactic, right? Because autodidactic means to be self-educated. And if we're not self-educated, the only choice we have left is to believe what other people tell us. And that can never be good. So there you go, guys. So thank you all for spending an hour and a half of me just bantering, basically. Nothing at all, just me talking. Yes, I saw, actually, I'm subbed, everyone. Since we're doing channel shout outs today, Old World Florida, good channel, go check it out. Yeah, I agree. I saw the one today. I think he just put up a show from the 60s. It was Florida, the Garden of Eden, but he's got some really good work. So go and check that out. Give him a like, subscribe. Tell him Autodidactic sent you. Oh, grew up in Otto. Nice. Everyone half grew up on Rotto from Perth. I had friends that were living there for a while. The guy was working as the baker. So that was cool. This is such a mellow wake and bake. Oh, thank you. But I think you need to change your name to Mr. Always Wins. That has a much better ring to it. Pushkin, Andy Mason, Council of Nicaea. Exactly right. Thank you, Julia. Great job. He took my job. Thank you very much. All righty. Dresden was Tata to Dresden, man. I still get sad. Do you mean Dresden? Dresden? I still get sad when I think about Dresden. Holy crap, man. That place was ridiculous. And they just destroyed it. But there you go. And that's where we are. But now it's our turn, to rebuild this thing back up, right? Let's build the Wonderland back. Let's get back to the place of, where we deserve, right? Let's start experiencing what we want to experience. The only way to do that is to create it ourselves. Dredden. So where's Dredden? He said definitely Dredden. I have never Dredden. Sounds like a bit dread. Dread. Does a judge live there? Judge Dredden? Okay, I'm going to shut up. I keep waffling all day. Guys, so thank you for being here. Have an amazing day, morning, night, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the realm. Stay awesome, and I'll talk to you all on the next upload. Bye for now. Hang on, let me be smart. Hang on. Bye for now. Bye.